What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. So now that we've reviewed all the second round series, now we're going to be looking at my predictions for the second round series and how they played. And after the first round, going 7 for 8, I was feeling pretty confident that I knew what I was talking about. And then the second round hit, and I go 50%, 2 for 4, and the two teams that I picked the two teams that lost that I picked to win were supposed to be my Stanley Cup final in Calgary in Florida. So, yeah, basically I'm almost fresh out of luck. But the Rangers win last night kind of solidified that pick. So, as you can see here, I have the first round one still up, just to move on from. So, as you see here, I got the... So, actually, I'll just put these ones... I'll put these ones back really quick, because this is going to look really confusing from my side, from your side of the thing. Yeah, this one was here, this one was here. So, let's talk about how in the first round, let's say, for example, I had Colorado in 6 over Nashville. Well, since Colorado won, I get a check mark, but it wasn't in 6, so I get an X. We're doing the same thing here. So, originally I had Colorado going up against Minnesota and then winning in 7. However, Minnesota didn't win, so I re-predicted. I had Colorado winning in 6 over St. Louis. You can go back to my first round review of my predictions, and that exact thing happened. I said Colorado would beat St. Louis in 6, and that happened, so that's 2 check marks. Now, Edmonton and Calgary. I had Calgary winning the series, so that's an X, because they did not. And then I had it in 5. Wait, no. I did not have it in 5. I had it in 6. The series went 5, but that's an X as well. So, 2 X's there. That pretty much cancels out the other Western Conference matchup. Now in the East, we have the Rangers, who I had beating Carolina in 6. They end up beating Carolina in 7. So X near the 6, but the Rangers still win, so I get a check mark there. That cancels out everything. And then the one that kind of screwed me over, Tampa beats Florida in 4. I had the series going 6, and I had Florida winning it. So, yeah, that kind of screws me up in a whole different route. And, yeah, now let's make some new predictions, because there really isn't that many series to go over as in the first round. So, Colorado moves on. We're going to move them down here, just to make it easier to see. You have Colorado and Edmonton. And then we have Tampa Bay and the Rangers. I don't know. I'll make it so the team that has home ice advantage is on the bottom. Rangers have home ice advantage over Tampa. So let's get right into this. So, Colorado and Edmonton, 2 very offensive teams. Colorado's got the better defense, theoretically. However, Samuel Girard is a big piece of that, and he's out injured. Darcy Kemper had a shaky second round that Mike Smith did, but he was pretty solid by the end of the series. Edmonton was letting in a lot of Calgary goals, but they were able to outscore their problems. Will they be able to do this against Colorado? I do not know. If anything, I'm more undecisive on this series than I am this series. In this series, in my mind, I'm going to say Tampa Bay is going to beat the Rangers in 5. Tampa steamrolled Florida like it was nothing. Toronto took them a little bit of time to beat, but they didn't really look into that series until at least Game 4. And they had already beat Toronto in one of those games. Until Game 4, they did not they looked like they should have been down 3-0 against Toronto. They were lucky to be up only down 2-1. They win Game 4. Toronto wins Game 5. They come back in Game 6 and Game 7 to beat Toronto in 7. And the Rangers, having just played 2 7-game series against Pittsburgh and Carolina, they're going to be a little tired, I'm sure. Their youth, however, will carry them, and they're playing with house money, as Steve Dangle said. They're happy to be here. They're ascendancy to contending status has been excelled by about 2 years, going from the first to the second and now to the third round. This is why I said they were like the 2009 Blackhawks in the review of that series. So I'm going to say Tampa is going to win this series in 5 games. I want the Rangers to win. I don't think I've ever rooted for the Rangers before, but I want the Rangers to win this series. It just... Tampa winning a third would make me really... It's not fun. Like, you need to... communism, spread the wealth. Don't take that seriously. I'm sorry, I swear, YouTube, if I get, canceled for this, I swear. But yeah, so Tampa I have in 5, and then Edmonton and Colorado. I spent minutes before making this video thinking what I'm going to say about Edmonton, Colorado that I haven't said already. I think it's going to be a close series, but who do I have coming up on top? I have Colorado losing this series, and I had the Rangers and Colorado losing this series in this. But if Kemper bounces back, and if Mike Smith he's 40 years old, he's going to get tired at some point. But if Mike Smith can carry this to the final, then a well-played Mike Smith. But I'm going to say Colorado. I have a really hard time doubting McDavid right now, though. He's just been so on fire with Draisaitl. You know what? These predictions really don't even matter anyway. I'm going to say... I'm really struggling here. Definitely leave your thoughts down below what you think, who's going to win that series, because I'm very interested to see, because I think this is going to be a very interesting series to predict, as Colorado has the better defense, but it's proven that Edmonton can beat defensive teams. They beat LA, they beat Calgary, and Colorado has beat, I'd say, two kind of... I don't know what Colorado beat. I don't know what St. Louis or Nashville's identity. St. Louis is one of those that they like to hit you, but they have the third most goals in the league. But the hitting aspect is more defensive. And Nashville, they're known for their hitting, but they also like score a lot. But the defense is also solid. So I don't know. But I think just because of the way Edmonton's play, I'm going to take Edmonton in this series, and I'm going to say in 7. I really hope we get 7 games in Colorado and Edmonton. It's just going to be goals, hopefully, and those are the types of series I like. But here are your predictions. I have Edmonton in 7 over Colorado, Tampa in 5, and I think we're going to get a Tampa in the final again, and they are going to play the Edmonton Oilers, the other team from Alberta that I'm now predicting go to the final. We'll watch that not happen now. But, yeah, that's all I have for you guys really in this one. Definitely leave your thoughts down below on who you think are going to win these 2 series. There'll be a series preview up between Edmonton and Colorado, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.